truth, we're not the Waynes.
We're not the Waynes.
Bitch, I hate to tell the truth, we're not the same.
Box and Rap Podcast.
Okay. Yo, my Streamlabs just started acting crazy once I started. What's good though, y'all? It is the Ox and Rap Podcast, here to talk about Bungou Stray Dogs, a season 4 finale. We missed the last two episodes, episodes 11, 12. But we're back. They're here to cover all 3 of those episodes, but mainly the last one. Perry, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Ramadan is going strong.
Yo,
Shout out to all the Muslims doing Ramadan.
Crazy once I started. Oh, what's good, but though, y'all? One more thing, because I gotta check to see how the audio is over our voices, because I'm trying to get paid by YouTube. They you know what I'm saying? They copyrighted the last one, the last song. They wasn't vibing with it. Nah, got the jukebox, got something else. Hopefully, I don't think they copyright this song because I used it a lot in my videos.
Shout out to all the Muslims doing Ramadan.
Crazy once I started. Okay, cool. It sounds alright. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Put it on at 25 for the head. All right, yo. So we gonna be out of sorts for this podcast. I mean, it's the finale, bro. Like, freeform. It's not like we have too much structure anyways. I just want to have fun with this. What are your thoughts on this season in its totality? How do you feel in comparison to other seasons?
I think this is the best season so far of Bungou Stray Dogs, just because of like the situation that we're put into and the fact that like at other seasons I knew we had a way out of our situation, but this season it felt like we was in the character shoes of being like this insurmountable wall that we could not like climb over or get through. Like every time we try to have like a pivot or had an idea, it was a bigger wall on the other side. This season really felt like despair for us.
I echo those sentiments. It just I feel claustrophobic with this season. Like you said, there's no way out of a lot of these things. In other seasons, even the last season where I felt that that felt like the walls were closing in on us with the immersion of Fyodor and of course the Port Mafia hanging in on basically like doing this pincer thing on our boys. And then, during that time, of course, leader went down. It just wasn't looking too well for us at that time. But like you said, there was a way out of it. At the end of the day, we locked Fyodor up. This season, Fyodor, I won't say he isn't a factor, but he isn't mobile. He's confined. And yet and still, we are faced with our biggest challenge yet with the hunting dolls, who are superhuman, who got crazy gifted powers. And not only that, the public against us. Everybody think we criminals, including civilians. Your mama think we criminals. Your daughter think we criminals. Your uncle think we criminals. We bad people. We not the good people this time. And then you also have the Port Mafia aren't intact. They're helping us, but it's kind of this reluctant help. And then you got to think that we're going to be indebted to them too. So, bro, we really don't got no friends this season. It's so lonely. Dazai locked up, free Dazai. Kunikita decided he was going to turn into Chaozu. I don't know where Rampo is. I don't know where he at all, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I completely forgot about Rampo. Like, I you mentioned him, I completely forgot. I was like, damn, where's Rampo at?
I don't know where this nigga's at. Based on what happened with Tachihara and Akiko, they didn't say what happened. Of course, he didn't kill her. Mm-hmm. But she's probably locked up too.
Yeah.
So, yo, right then and there, they took out, just like how I thought, was crazy about season 3, where they took out Mori and they took out Fukuzawa immediately off the board. This is crazy because not only did you take those people off the board, you took our heavy hitters. You took our 2 best detectives, our guy who can nullify powers, and then the girl who can heal everybody up in case things go wrong. We have no lives in this season. And it just, throughout the entirety of it, I truly felt that pressure. So a lot of times you'll get fake tension where you just don't think it's going to build up to anything. You don't have to have characters die or be maimed or mortally wounded for you to feel the tension. You just need to do the proper job of setting up antagonists as actual threats. And the hunting dolls this season, boy, them niggas ain't playing.
Yeah, and I always hate that criticism where people say like, "Oh, you just want death." I said, "No, you have. If you're trying to add tension to a story, you have to do it in a way where like characters don't have to die. You just have to put it in a way where the pressure is felt throughout the audience and the characters, where you feel like, I don't know where this story can go. I don't know who is safe." And I think this season does a good job because before, if you just said the police after us, I'd be like, all right, cool, we'll figure it out. It's like a season, we'll get this done. But then they brought out the hunting dogs, and you realize these are super, like super soldiers, Captain America shit. It is crazy. They came out the pods and got straight to work.
That's the crazy part about it, because the one thing that you could say against the Gifted is, at the end of the day, they still human. They can do whatever. They can, we got Dazai. He crazy smart. Nullify other gifted abilities. He's still human. If you shoot the nigga, he's going to die.
Yeah.
These people, you shoot them, they smiling, they coming back like 50 Cent, bro. It's you can still get rid of them because they of course have human bodies, but what it takes for them to go down is what we've never seen before in the series, and that's a baseline for their strength. We're not even talking about what they add to the table with their own abilities stacked to their physical prowess. So these guys, as much as I like Port Mafia with Mori leading the charge, these guys are the real deal. I think you see that too, just with how Fukuzawa has that relationship with the leader of the hunting dogs, Fukuchi. Like, they had their little standoff or whatever, so they have a history together, which I'm really intrigued to see, where that goes. But, bro, these boys, they different. Different.
I wonder, is next season we're going to get a Fukuzawa flashback again with the hunting dogs leader, or we get a Tachihara backstory?
I would prefer the Fukuchi one, just because I think that would trickle down to the other characters, because he's the leader. So if you get a backstory featuring him, that will in turn show us how he connected to the other characters and how this group came to be. Because obviously he also looks like he's the oldest too. But that could go up for contention, because I don't know if Teruko, I don't know if Teruko could possibly be older than him based on what her abilities are, because I don't know if it's applicable to herself. But I want to talk more about that. But I think if you get a backstory on him, you'll get a backstory on them, at least a little bit, how they formed. I mean, but Tachihara would be cool too. Tachihara would be cool. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't even know where to start, bro. I just want to say this is a phenomenal season. I didn't give my opinion on it. I do think this is the best season of Bungo Stray Dogs, which is crazy because I just didn't think that season 3 would be surpassed, and the drama and the tension and my emotions running as high as they did. because it was the last 2 episodes that really did it for me. And I don't know how it was for you, but bro, nah, man. Let's talk about episode 12. Let's talk about how everybody, me, Perry, anybody in the chat, anybody that be watching this on the playback, we are all Sigma Beta males.
Yeah. If you talk about getting from the mud, I ain't going down. I'm sitting 10 toes down. That is Sigma. That is Sigma. It's so funny because I can see an edit of a Sigma being a Sigma male in like the YouTube short music.
Yeah, bro. I can't lie. Yo, this man had 2 episodes to himself, and that man came through hard as fuck. I didn't know what to expect from him.
Yeah.
Fyodor was up, hyping him up. He talking about some, be afraid of a mediocre man with something to prove and who's desperate, back against the wall. I'm up here. I'm like, yeah, Fyodor, talk that rah-rah shit. You locked up. Shut up, nigga. I see this nigga, bro. This nigga, when he seen the hunting dogs, he said, bro, I ain't gonna fight you. Bounty on them niggas' heads. 1,000 stacks for that nigga head. Oh my God. I'm telling you, when he said that, when I seen the TV screen, he said 50 stats if you injure them. 1,000 stacks if you kill these niggas. I said, bro, that is such a power play because they're government, they're military. They can't kill civilians. As much power as you have, this is the perfect strategy to go against them. Use the civilians against them because they're handicapped. Now they got to be wary of their entire surroundings, bruh. Oh my God, nigga. I swear, I was watching it on my bed. I seen he said bounty on them niggas' heads. I jumped out my fucking bed. I said, ooh.
It was funny too because when he walked out, they didn't know what's going on. Nigga came out of robe, hit her with I think he hit her with like the ice spray. Smack the ass.
Yeah, hit him over the head with a bottle like they in the club, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
That shit was so smart because like imagine you put everything down on get the gamble, you lost it all, you come back to your room, you like shit, but let me get my last drink, man. I lost everything. You get that TV screen come on, hey yo, hit these niggas, you get 50K. 50K? Kill them 100K. What? What these niggas at? What these niggas at? I got my joy back.
I'm trying to tell you, the only thing I wish is that we seen more that said. I wish we'd have had like just a half more episode to see them so paranoid against, looking over their shoulder. Is this person really trying to help me? Do I gotta knock this person out? What type of force I gotta use against them? Because it was so interesting to me because he turned the entire playing field against them. Because now, like this is what people do against Superman. It's not just kryptonite that you use as his weakness. What do you do against Superman other than kryptonite? You use the people he want to save against him. You level the playing field by going after what he wants to protect. These people are civil service. They want to protect the people as much as you want to hate them because they're an antagonist. They had to protect the people. That's their job. So you use that very thing against them and go, the people that you trying to protect, now they trying to kill you. What you gonna do? You can't use your power the way, the same way that you be, they had to be very covert with it. Toroko had to pose as an old lady to, move by them. And, that was a cool way to get her power, get her, because she was the last one. We know everybody's powers, right?
Except for except for the leader and Juno. Because I don't think we got his ability yet.
He said his ability. It was didn't he?
I don't think so. Unless I'm tripping.
I think he did, but I don't remember what it was. So it don't matter.
I thought everything he did was like it just his because he's blind, his other senses got enhanced plus the physical advances he got. But I don't think he got his ability.
Maybe not. But I mean, that ability is pretty cool. I've always liked aging powers like that because I don't see it too much in anime and manga. I was so disappointed with One Piece because of who they gave that to, Shinobu. I was like, but I love that ability and I like how it's not just applicable to her. You can use it for other people, so that's cool. But that's the point I was trying to bring with saying, like, I don't know how old she is exactly, because is it a Biscuit situation to where she's way older than what she looks and she has like some complex about her age, so she makes herself look youthful?
Yeah, because I wonder is like, when she first transformed, when she was like super big and strong. I wonder if that's like her true form, just like Biscuit, like that's her true form, and then like that allows her to go to like the smaller form and the older form.
Yeah, I mean, well, the other context clue we have to her age, I guess, is her rank, because I'm pretty sure she's the lieutenant. She's the second in command. And usually what you'll get from that, not always the case, but usually age will be a factor in that. Like, oh, you've been my right hand for a long time, so I'm gonna make you my lieutenant. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing she's older than what she looks, but how much older, we don't know exactly.
Yeah.
And they also mentioned that she uses that ability for torture methods, which pretty creative. Like, you tough, but how tough is you as an 80-year-old man?
Yeah, because I think in episode 12 they talked about like how like she got this guy named Juliet to confess after half a year, and Tachihara was like, "Man, I feel bad for that man."
I already knew what's up, man. She put the screws on that man. Like, just imagine, think you're gonna be all hard body, and then she just changed you into. She said she's changed people to infants too. Damn.
Oh man, that shit. Oh man, the old man and infant, like physically, you're nowhere near like whatever age you are. When you a kid, or like a little flick could hurt you as a kid.
Yeah.
So man.
You also got to think too that this ability is, because we seen how she used it herself with being able to stop the plane. She told that man to move your weak ass. I got it. This could be a good support for someone specifically like Fukuchi, who, you know the whole trope of like the old people be like, I'm out of my prime. These hands ain't what they used to be. She could use that. She could use that on someone like him, and then I don't know what the limits of her abilities are exactly, but if she were to use her ability as like some support to Fukuchi specifically, because Fukuzawa had the up on him. It looked like, because he was almost smart enough to, well, not almost smart enough. He was smart enough to try to get his handcuffs cut by him. And from that interaction, I don't know how you felt about it. I felt like they are kind of like rivals in a sense, but Fukuzawa probably got an up on him a little. But what were to happen if he's in his prime or something? What's up with that?
Actually, the opposite. I think Fukuzawa was just trying to take his sword away and just try to escape. Because I don't think Fukuzawa is like hunting dog level strength. Even if he's I just think he was trying to goad him, cut the handcuffs, get his sword, and try to escape.
Well, that's the reason that's the reason, because the fact that he even thought that he could steal his sword is kind of where I'm like, you was gonna let that happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he actually expected that to happen. He was like, oh shit, I had to hold back. I already know what you're about. I don't know. We'll probably see it in next season and see how comparable they are in terms of their power, because the more they talk about Fukuzawa, the more nasty he seems.
Oh yeah. It's crazy, man. Fukuzawa living up to his hype, man. He was a hitman.
Yeah,
he was him.
He definitely was. Had to get him out the paint. Them boys going too savage.
Oh, one interesting thing before he gets like the flying casino thing was the Suehiro and Juno talking to the coffee guy. And I think
Ah,
that was an interesting scene because it kind of like humanizes the hunting dogs a little bit more into being actual people instead of being like antagonists for the audience.
yeah. Uh, the other dudes, Sway Hero, they list his name as Techo on my end. I'm gonna just call him that. Techo is like way
Yeah,
easier for me.
yeah. I was yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. I definitely like that scene from him specifically because I'm looking at him like, okay, that's respectable. I don't know what they did with the man. I'm assuming he's still alive. I'm assuming they kept their words because as ruthless as they're hunting our guys down, in their eyes and to the world, they're criminals. Like we are the
Yeah,
criminals.
yeah.
We're the bad guys here. So I think we have to keep that in mind because it's one of those cases of dramatic irony. We the audience understand what's going on. We know that they aren't criminals, they aren't bad guys, and it seems unfair. But in the world, uh in a public view of everybody else, they're the bad guys. So they're doing a good thing. So I can't really blame them for the things they're doing, even if they are a little underhanded in some of their methods, as long as they ain't just killing people. Techo, he was upfront with the man, like, yo, you tell us where Lucy went with them. We know Lucy is harboring them. Bro, you'll be safe. Lucy will be safe, even though she conspired with them. We just trying to get them. I respected that.
Yeah, and it was funny because Tetro was basically saying like, I understand how she feels when like if you're dead to somebody, you want to help them out regardless. And he said, in honor of that, I'll make sure she won't no crimes are head against her or you, and we'll try to bring them in like alive.
Yeah. And he promised that on the sword. He said, bro,
Yeah.
if I'm capping, bro, I'll seppuku right now.
Yeah.
I had, tremendous respect for the man. Tremendous respect for the man. You get to see. I think there's like something with all of these characters. Like with him, it's a respect thing that you kind of value his morals. With the other guy, Jono, he's like really crafty. You probably can like him for the same reasons you like Adazai, like super smart, cerebral. Can find like little clues and deduct so much from that. Fukuchi, you had to see a little bit more from, but he has a history with Fukuzawa. Obviously, he's the leader, so you're gonna get like some history with the other characters too, why they follow him. And then Taroko is just she's just strong. She's strong. She's
Yeah.
raw.
I really like Toroko, especially in episode 12 and 13, where like you kind of see more of her ideas of justice. And like she even like gave Sigma his credit. He said, "You know what? I didn't underestimate you, but then you also underestimated me. You thought just because you're desperate, that your desperation will be higher than mine. But at the end of the day, my desperation is just as high as yours. And when our desperations are equal, the genius will always win out. And I really like fuck with that quote because it shows you like it's kind of like the whole quote about like hard works beat talent when talent doesn't work hard enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because she basically said like at the end of the day, the world is cruel. If we're putting the same amount of effort and I'm a genius, I'm just gonna beat you. That's how it's gonna be.
Exactly. And then they gave us the revelation that these guys have to go under the knife every month or their body is going to shut down and they're just going to straight up die. So that goes to show you that how dedicated they are to the cause, because they augmented their bodies not for personal pleasure. From what we can see, it's not, they have fun doing what they do, and I'm pretty sure they, it doesn't hurt for them to be able to overpower damn near anybody they can come across, but they do this for the cause. For what we've seen, they all believe in their sense of justice, and they go out there and they try to execute the best they can. So it's so weird because with these guys, I wonder how things are going to play out by the end of it. Like if these guys don't end up dying, will they and we get our names clear, how will we look at them then? Will they be I don't expect them to be antagonists anymore, but will they help us at some point in the future? Like, where do they go? Or do they just like just go off and go to other countries or whatever?
Yeah, I actually don't know. But it's one thing. It's like I don't think they're going to another country just because, even Sigma mentioned it. Your jurisdiction is in Japan. Like this is international law. Y'all have no jurisdiction here, so y'all really can't really like order me to do anything I don't want to do.
True.
Yeah.
But besides that, well, it's more I wanted to talk about with with Sigma, man. So first of all, this nigga came out of a book. This man, he got written into the story like on some real shit. That was pretty cool. I already knew that's what they were going for the minute they said he has no history, or he has like no past. I was like, okay, so he's probably he was probably conjured out of the book, and they created life, which is so crazy. I know we talked about how powerful this book is in the sense that it's warping reality, but it's also creating human life too. That's insane. I wonder if he's going to exist past this if he doesn't die. Like, that's so crazy to me.
I think so, because I think his whole story arc is going to be like finding a meaningful purpose and understanding like what he really is. Because like imagine just being born somewhere and not knowing your past or nothing, and like no one gives you information about that. You have to like basically start from scratch and make your own stuff, which is kind of hard for anybody to do.
True. And we at least had Atsushi give him that, pep talk before he slipped out of his hands, because of course he was wavering on his determination to keep on going because of like his purpose being at casino being destroyed, and him almost dying. So we got our foot in the door with that character to where he could help us later on, which would be useful because he's the guy that ended up stabbing, I think his name is Tanabe, right? The bald head nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up stabbing him and getting the information of the book in the first place. So like that being this playing card that we can use if he possibly joins us, as like instant, like no torture needed, like no interrogation needed. We could just get the information straight up. He'll be a good ally if he goes that route. I'm not sure though, but I'm hoping more for Sigma.
Yeah, it's so crazy how like Sigma kind of like started going against like Fyodor wanted, because like when he met Atsuki, he was basically was going to like he basically surrendered and was going to tell him about like what the pages of the book was at.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting seeing how his development as a person is carried on until I guess the next season.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I think the goal for him is to find the goal, kind of like how Kilo was like aimless in Hunter x Hunter for the most part. Him just finding what exactly he's there to do, and having a blank slate as a past, of course, will be pretty daunting of a thing to overcome for anybody, but that just means that he can paint it over with anything he wants. He can literally be whatever he wants. He doesn't have a history to tie him down, so you can look at it in a positive light too, which I think our guys, the agency would be able to do. So
yeah,
good on our boys this time.
Yeah.
Can I talk about my goal?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Well, not my goal, but can we, the best woman you can ask for romantically? Lucy, big Lulu. Thank God for this bro. We keep talking about the powers all the time. This power is so broken. Oh my God, bro. You can transport somebody in this time, or in this enclosed space where time stops And if somebody interferes, because old boy tried to hop up in that, he thought he was Einstein or something. He had the string on, hopped up in that bitch, broke in there. She said, "Hey, bro, this my kingdom. Get the fuck out." Kick that nigga the fuck out. And it's so wrong of me because it don't matter how strong you are, bro. We already see how this whole thing worked. It was in season 1, right, where she was an antagonist.
Yeah, the end of season 1.
Yeah. Yeah, when she was ugly as hell. Oh my god, she was hideous.
Hey man, that'll just reflect her emotional status, man.
Nah. Lucy used to be hideous, bro. Oh my god. She got the glow up. She got her braces removed. She fixed her hair up. She stopped with the crazy eyes. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Atsushi, I see you, my boy. Go ahead and do your thing. Do your thing. Because for the longest, I thought they were going to end up shipping him with like Kyoka just because of how close they are in their relationship. But I like Lucy. I like this show.
I really like their interactions. I hope he just don't become the oblivious MCs like 98% of all MCs are.
Yeah.
What a girl like though. I just hope it's not like that.
Gotta man up, man. But no, on the real, I do appreciate her because she didn't have to get involved in any of this. And we talked about how the whole public thinks they're bad guys. She's included in that. She isn't. It's not like she has information that they're not like that. I mean, they got them on video. All the evidence is pointed against them. And she said, nah, I'm still going to protect my man. I fuck with it. She a ride or die. The realest.
And her ability is so great, too. The ability to go anywhere and transport anything you need. And the way Juno was able to deduce, like, her ability, like, and just by drinking the coffee beans, he was able to say, you get these coffee beans, you use her ability to keep these coffee beans fresh. That's why they have this distinct smell. And he was just like, wait, how the fuck did he know that just by drinking the coffee?
These detective niggas a little too much, man.
Yeah.
Bro, how the fuck you know all that? What's good, Rant? Boo, Perry, boo, he booing you in the chat.
Oh, man. They boo Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what Wally was saying.
Boo a lot of people. What's good, Rant? How you feeling? How you living? Shout out to Lucy. Love the ability. Love the ship. And then when she jumped off the little balcony area to go after her sushi, I'm like, come on, man. This is gas. This is what I want. This is what I need.
Man. Yeah. She's so good. She's a good character, man. She's such a good character, man. To be able to like stand by them, and it shows like their faith in like all the work all the work that the armed detective agency has done really shows in their trust in like other people they interacted with. Because the people who've seen them and their work they do realize like these are not these people. They're not terrorists. They're not out here killing people for no reason. They're out here to risk their lives to save people. That's not their MO.
Yeah. You could say in a way that karma's affecting them in a good light with some of the people that are still standing by them. Because the next place I wanted to go to was, this is jumping ahead a little too far because it's like the end of the last episode, but it's where we had to talk about it. I loved how the Port Mafia said, nah, this is not them. If you Port Mafia, that's the part I liked. He said it's not just what I believe. It's not what I believe. It's not what more believe. He said, if you are Port Mafia, you believe in their innocence. And I love that because it showed you the history between these two factions. They have a crazy amount of respect for each other. They at each other's throats. If everything goes well, we get rid of the hunting dogs and the names are clear, they're going to be enemies once again. But they know each other inside out. They know each other. These enemies know each other better than their best friends. Like they know each other inside out. No doubt in his mind too. No doubt. I love that shit.
Yeah, it goes back to that one fight. I think it was season 3 when I was fighting the golem. And then like Asuchi and Atagawa was basically saying like, you know how many times we killed each other? Of course I know what you're thinking. and that kind of like goes into the relationship between the armed detective agency and the port mafia. Like they may be enemies, but they know each other like they're basically like brothers, honestly.
Yeah. It's the yo, I gotta roast Naruto for just quick second.
Ooh,
You know how
my bag.
Danzo, like, people prop him up to be like the guy who's doing the underground work for the village, and he rules the sun, and Danzo's the night, shadow and light, blah 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 blah. These factions represent that way better. Better. These, because the baseline that you'll get, the foundation of both of the factions is that they care about Japan. They care about Japan. They care about the people. The port mafia goes about it a crazy way, but they care. So does the agency. But it's just the methods they go about, and kind of like their morality when it comes to certain things is completely different. It differs. And that's why they butt heads, but they go for the same goals, just different paths to get there.
And I think that's the problem with like the whole Hiruzen and Danzo situation. It's because Danzo, like Hiruzen is getting his praise for stuff that he does, which is fine. But Danzo does, like, anything he does is always like a negative to the village. Like, it never seems like he's getting a W for the village. It's like everything that happens to the village is always a mistake of Danzo, which is crazy, because if you want to do this light and darkness like duality situation, you have to show both sides being necessary for the village.
Yeah.
If you want to show one side being necessary, it makes the other person feels like, nigga, you're just a dummy. You're just a dumbass.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go too hard, cause I could go on a tangent with Danzo, but we gonna leave it. We gonna leave it there, man. But nah, dog. That was probably my favorite part in the episode, because it's just how casual and unwavering he delivered that line, and you seen how it affected Tachihara, because he's like, yo, like. Damn, because he was already wavering before then, because that's why he asked the question in the first place. He like, bro, because he looking at the little, he plugs in the USB, he sees what a sushi is saying, and then, but he breaks it because he just like, nah, they gotta be capping, bro. Like, I got the evidence, but he's he know that he's thinking about it in his back of his mind, like, bro, but what if?
Yeah.
And then he asked them to get confirmation on it, and they're like, nigga, the agency? Nah, no chance in hell. And I think that's what's going to get Tachihara. I don't think he's going to turn on the hunting dogs, which I gotta say I was wrong about, because I thought like possibly Mori had him as like some triple agent almost. But what it is, or what it is gearing up to be, is just that he truly connected with the port mafia. So this situation to me is more like Reiner in Attack on Titan, where he spent so much time on part of this island with all these other people that when it was time to betray them or whatever, he felt something. Like he wasn't totally for the cause. It was just like, damn, I really connected with these people. I fuck with Eren and the rest.
It was always interesting to me to see that Tachihara was so held, like he wasn't as like gung ho about them being guilty, but the fact that he was even like believing it was guilty, I'm like, wait, you probably get the detective agent for, like, you've been in the port mafia for a long time to know how they operate and move. Like, you don't, like, there's no way they just become a random like charity organization and then they come to y'all and saying like we're innocent. Like, that it'd be better just to run away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just, the logic didn't make sense. But one thing about Fyodor that I gotta give his credit is, like, just like Dazai, he has plans on top of plans on top of plans.
Contingency plans, baby.
Yeah. When he wrote that line that said, because when the episode happened, I was like, okay, cool, we got the flash drive. Okay, Asushi is telling him, okay, we won't get it right. And then he look at it, breaks it. I'm like, nah, what the fuck is going on? Then Fjorda says, yeah, man, I wrote a contingency plan. If any law enforcement or government agency finds evidence that could prove they're innocent or doubts them, they destroy it and dismiss it. I was like, damn.
Dog, bro. Dog, these niggas are staring at each other in a damn NBA bubble, and it be the most hype shit ever. Like anytime them niggas are talking, I'm like, yo, I'm I'm totally invested in the conversation. I'm just sitting there like, yo, this shit is nice. Like the respect. I think that's what it is just with this whole season. Everybody got respect for each other. They recognize the game everybody has, but they just like, you know, I'm gonna do my thing though. You know, like Daza like, Theodore, I ain't gonna cap. You cold with it, but you underestimated humans. That ain't how things go.
Yeah.
I got the screenshot of the line he said. He said, because he was talking about God and how basically they're just gonna follow his plans, you know, all the way through or whatever. And then Dazai says the line, but talking about humans, but they aren't quite as boring as you think. I was like, he's right. He's right.
Yeah.
Things don't be followed. You don't. Be careful. Things ain't gonna follow your script exactly. One little deviation that might break the whole thing open. And Tachihara was the deviation because you saw it when in the last conversation he has with the old nigga. You see the flash of like the papers not crumbling, like tearing. So I think he broke what the book said.
Yeah. Okay. With that scene, I have two things. Either like just because he realized like they can't, it can't be them, the RMAZ or the terrorists, or it was just showing that he's no longer a fully hunted dog. He's now a like port mafia for life. You know what I mean? Because the way it was saying like government officials and like the hunting dogs.
I mean, it could be both, but to me, if he is the character who I know him, well, okay, I'll say this much. The one thing I did notice with him and his relationship to the hunting dogs, because he likes both of them. I think that much is at least clear. But one thing I noticed about the hunting dogs is that they are relying on his power. Their value to them, or his value to them, is his power. With the Port Mafia, obviously his value is well, actually not really, because I don't even know what they know about his. No, they don't know about his meta powers.
Yeah,
he's just a nigga. He's just a nigga with a gun.
Yeah.
He's just a nigga with a gun. I forgot.
Yeah.
So I think with the Port Mafia, they look at him more as an individual, like, yo, you a go-getter, you know what I'm saying? Because for you to be in the Port Mafia just with a gun, bro, I mean, that's kind of hard. I ain't gonna count. He still got the superhuman, you know, feats that he has, but still, he just a nigga with a gun, bro, at the end of the day.
Yeah, they said, hey, yo, man, you like the ideal Port Mafia, man. You loyal, you reckless, you ready getting in the mud. Yeah. Hey, you know what it is, be a mafia.
You know the crazy thing too, I thought the old nigga was catching on to him because he said, yo, it was like, you know, when I got my injuries or whatever, it kind of felt like an act.
Yeah.
I thought he was on to him. I thought he was about to expose him. I was like, oh, shit.
That's gonna get packed up right there then. He said, shit, you can't expose me.
Yeah, because he could have packed him up easy. He just moved all the metal out there like, bruh, it's light work. Which, yo, can we have that conversation now? Tachihara bet over Kid? Can we have
yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
He a better redhead too.
He is, man. He is. It's man. Kid is just garbage, man. I'm sorry if you a Kid stan. Yeah, bad investment, man. Bad investment. I don't know why you did that stock. Like, you had so many times to jump off Kid stock. We lost against Kaido. It's not like he lost against Kaido. The nigga lost against Kaido. And while Luffy was training, this nigga had no plans to get stronger. Just said, I'm going to just do it again. I'm going to try harder. Nigga, what?
Bruh. It's just with me with Kid. The reason I kind of get mad at what he does is that it's not creative. It's just it's meme to death. It's literally his abilities surmounts a big punch most of the time. I understand why people like him because they like his mentality. They think he's more of a pirate than Luffy, and they kind of respect him as his adversary. But you can't have a power like being able to control metal and be that lacking in creativity, because you would think, we got characters like Magneto.
Frankie.
No, I'm going
Oh, okay,
outside of
okay.
One Piece. I'm just saying
Okay.
people with that same ability who have used their powers way more creatively. Like, bro, and then you were in an arc in like Wano where like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people have swords and metal weapons. You should have been a little more useful than you actually ended up being. Still get your props because fight against Big Mom and whatnot, but you just expected more.
I think the problem with Kid is like, because Frankie's in the story, we already got somebody who makes mechs and stuff like that. Because Shogun Franklin is basically like kind of undermines what anything Kid could do. Because it feels like we have two of the same characters doing this exact same thing.
Yeah, it gets tiring just to see big impactful punch,
Yeah.
metal
Big
punch. But
A metal rhino,
yeah, bro,
metal gun.
it's just not.
He made a gun. He
Yeah,
made a
the
gun.
rail gun. Yeah. But shout out Tachiharu because he's not using his ability in like these crazy ways or whatever, but he is leveling the playing field so many times because just don't really got no way to fuck with him. Guns, hey, I mean he ended up getting stabbed, but yo, like anything you throw at him, bro, his ability, because of the setting of the world being realistic, more realistic than the One Piece world, bro, ain't nobody really touching him. It's really hard to combat him.
It's so crazy how like the hunting down abilities, like well, the few we know so far are like very straightforward and simple, but they're strong.
Oh yeah.
Like just the ability to sting your sword. It's simple, but that is disgusting. The ability to aid something, simple but disgusting. Control metal, simple, disgusting. It's like at some point, simplicity beats like creativity.
Yeah, especially when you have the physical acumen to get things done when you can't even use, like, let's say, like what that's the one thing we didn't talk about with Teroku, because she's getting her ability stopped with the gun that Sigma is using, so she's being pinned down. What does she do? She has the willpower, the strength to say fuck that, stabs her ear, and stops the or basically circumvents the gun. So
Yeah, she did it so fast too. It was like instant. It was like, oh shit, get hit with the gun, boom. I was like, oh my god, she's a monster.
Absolutely. And then thinking about it, if they really do got Akiko catcher, she could just heal that up real quick. So damn, not even gonna be an injury that's worthwhile.
She was deflecting machine guns with kitchen knives.
She's nasty.
Yeah, like man, we're done, man. It was over. We never had a chance, man.
We're starting to get cracks in their armor. We're starting to see a little sunlight through the clouds, but I mean it's still cloudy. It's still dark outside, man. These they are dogs for real. Capital DOGS. These are real damn dogs.
Yeah.
I really fuck with this faction, man. Because not only they're cool characters, but I really think they bring that intimidation factor that I don't think I think Fyodor does it himself, but I don't really think the Angels of Decay, I wouldn't put them on par with these guys with their intimidation, but they could get there because Nikolai made his little return,
Oh yeah, I was like, nah, hey, alive? Man, it just don't get easy for us, man. It just don't get easy.
Oh, He's nasty, man. And that's the one ability I was kind of hoping that he died, because that was the one ability that, like, yo, at any point he could just change the tide. He could just pop up and be like, hey, yo. Oh my God, not this guy. Magician for real. Pop that cut. Like, what's good?
Ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of getting mad at Satsuki because I feel like he's not werewolfing fully out. And I'm like, why? Why not? Like, you could have saved old boy a lot quicker. Like, I seen you do some things where like with the werewolf feet, when a werewolf transform in your feet, and you just like lightning speed. I'm like, what's going on, man?
He is definitely being he definitely got nerfed this season. I think that's the one flaw, is that we've seen how strong he's looked in a lot of different fights, and not just strength. We're talking about speed, like you said. I'll never forget when he couldn't hawk down that cart, bro. That shit make me so mad. And it's like his strength is just whatever is needed at the time so far.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied with damn near every other character. Just Atsushi is just weird, because you would think he's a Kutagawa level. He's on par with him. Do you think Akutagawa would have failed this many times when it came to situations? It's like saving somebody who's slipping. Like, no, he wouldn't fail anything like that. And I know they got different abilities, but bro, he can't just like leap anymore. Like, that's like out of the realm of possibility. It's weird.
That's what I'm saying. And like, you had old boy, I think his name Hawthorne, like shooting his blood letters at them. I'm like, man, you don't transform and take this man down. Like, Okutagawa was able to do it.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
I don't know what's going on with, man. Lucy got to give him a speech or something. What's up with you, boy?
Yeah. I wonder, is it the whole Kunikita, like, the wolf is strong but you're weak situation, where like he's trying to like overcompensate for that? But even if that was true, I feel like the author of the manga should have like referenced that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just to show him having mental struggles about doing that.
Yeah. For sure. He's the only character that I think is lacking, and it's not his character. It's not like stuff is going out of character for him. It's just that he's not displaying what we know him to be capable of. Like, there's no way that Kyoka should be telling you, hey, yo, go after them. I'm a break. Like, she's the one that broke the window or broke the wall and said, yo, go after them. Nigga, you're the beast. If you don't swing on that wall and get to them and meet, like, bro, you're the one who can hear them. You got the speed, you got the strength, bro. You're a tiger. Get shit done, my boy. Respect the Kyoka for, you know, being a wise person in this situation, but she shouldn't even had to have told you that. Honestly, this ain't your first job, you know, first day on the job either. You a veteran at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the only thing I hate. But it's kind of like the whole like Luffy thing. Because after Hoki Island, people was like, "How is Luffy getting tapped by these regular niggas?" And we're like, "You got future sight."
Hold them and shit, boy. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I do not know. Is there anything I want to talk about? Well, love the moment between Akiko and Tachihara, where she apologizes for his brother. Short scene, but heartfelt scene, you know. I think that was another one of those factors to make him think that the agency were actually good people and they possibly didn't do this. You know, because, you know, why would she apologize for something like that?
Well, that whole scene was so weird how it was cut. It like when he like realization that like maybe they didn't do it. It was so weird because it was like a flashback of him talking to the old man and Jin, and then it came back to him saying, "Oh wait, the agency didn't do it." So it felt so you saying to me like you went and talked to them. Yes, those words they said those words to you, and then after all of this, now you realize like they didn't do it. It was just weird how it was cut up.
Well, no, I thought this is how I interpreted it. Mm-hmm. He had the flashback of Akiko, but that was like the only scene that was a flashback because they told him to infiltrate the port mafia again, and that was the present time. of him going to the hospital, checking up on him, like that was the present time, like after the events of the casino and everything. That's how I thought.
See, okay, I thought that as well, but then like at the casino, he was like the poor mafia didn't do it. It was like eyes open, got wide. He said poor mafia didn't do it because if the poor mafia didn't do it and you had to resolve, why would you go and like why would you ask them like unsure like, hey guys, you think they didn't really do it?
I'll probably have to look at the scene, but
Yeah.
I'm looking at the screenshot right now. It'd be some times where they don't be drawing people's faces. It'd be so funny.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When Sigma said, "Hey man, we y'all, I gotta leave," and she was like, "All right, cool, we'll leave, no problem." And Tachihara was like, "This is kind of weird from her," and she destroyed all the like flying devices. Like, nah, no one leaving now, nigga.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, bro.
Yeah.
She is not about that. Hunting dogs for a reason, bro. We going after our target. I respect it though, because he was like, "Yo, y'all ain't got no damn jurisdiction over here, boy. We getting guap out here, nigga. What the fuck? The government got to do with that."
Yeah.
By the way, that plan is diabolical. We didn't talk about that at all. Current blowing up currents, bro. What? This nigga feel like, what is wrong with this guy? Oh, next time, bro, I'm telling you, he gonna do a DoorDash. What else? Some light bulbs. I'm trying to tell you, Fyodor, this man is dirty money.
Oh yeah,
bro.
And the way they explain it, like money will circulate through like different banks and just make terrorist attacks all over the world simultaneously. Like that's nasty.
No. Like that's the thing, because it don't got to be near you or whatever. Just like how much destruction that would cause with all the money circulating around the world. Broke niggas, y'all up. Y'all gonna be the only niggas up when it's all said and done. You ain't got a damn penny to your name, you gonna be up, boy. Targeting money is insane.
Yeah, and it's also crazy because she's seen Satsuki there and the whole bomb plot, and thinks that he's working with Sigma. They're now being wanted by the entire world now.
Ah, true.
Yeah. So it does not get easier.
Oh, we really down bad, man.
Yeah, man.
But man, also shout out to Sigma for memorizing the names of all those people. He kind of downplayed himself, but this is another tangent I'm going on. But this is a reason why I respect a character like Yamamete from Kakaguri, because she remembers the names and birthdays of all her fans. That's hard to do. It's even harder to do when you don't actually care about them. Like if you don't, like, I can remember my brother's birthday, my sister's birthday, because I love them. It's hard to remember someone's birthday, name, whatever, hobbies, and all this stuff when you don't actually care about them, when you just value them as customers or whatever. So shout out to him, because he's talking about, like, oh no, I had to lose countless amount of sleep and all this to do it. I'm like, no, that's impressive. It's impressive that you couldn't just do that. You don't got no photographic memory. That's impressive as hell.
Yeah. Because like even as a customer, like just having like someone know your name is very like it creates familiarity with them and shows they actually care about you.
Oh yeah. It's very, very, very good technique to get somebody coming back.
Yeah.
But it's a reason why people can't just do that. That's really hard. That's tough. And he's not just remembering names, you remember their hobbies, bro. What room you going to? Nah, nigga, I know you like the, you know what I'm saying, the sprinkles on your ice cream this way. Hey, that man is crazy. I couldn't do all that. You know who he reminds me of? Because they kept talking about him being mediocre and him being don't mess with a mediocre man when he's desperate. He reminds me of, I'll bring up the series and I'll see if you can get the character. I think you'll get it. He reminds me of somebody in Kingdom.
Heki.
No.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
No, 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 no.
A mediocre man, mediocre man, mediocre man, mediocre man. Who'd be a mediocre man? Huh? Is it
Hold on,
Is
give
it
me
Toe?
1 second. Give me 1 second.
Okay, no problem.
All right, I'm back. All right,
We'll go back.
did you? All right, you got your guess. Who you said? Who you said Toe?
I thought so.
Nah,
Even though I almost said Toe.
Cause Toe raw.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
All right, the character is Mogu.
Wait, Mogu?
Mogu, not Mobu. Mogu, their dad. Mobu's dad. Remember the big guy, super big guy?
Oh yeah. Was he the guy who always kept losing to Duke?
Yeah, he kept losing to Rimpa.
Yeah, remember. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, that's who he reminds me of, because he was also looked in the same light as this guy who doesn't, he was a general, so of course you got to give him respect for that. But
Yeah.
he was never looked at as a great general. He wasn't in the same light as any of those people. But it was in that last battle that you get with Rimpa that Rimpa was still out dueling him for the most part, but he gave Rimpa the fucking fight of his life. He said, I'm gonna use his terrain this way, bro. I got these two dolls named Ozen and Konki in my group. You can't fuck with them. They gonna take out your commanders, bro. It was he carefully planned that because of him being mediocre. Because of his lack of a talent, he knew he had to go outside the confines of orthodox methods or whatever you may think of. He had to get creative with it and use everything in his arsenal to take down the beast that was Rimpa. I think that's how you could look at Fyodor, because while he may not be as talented as some of these other gifted, I mean, he was smart, and he did some things that I don't think people would have thought of because of how underpowered he was. Cause that whole bounty shit that shit gets me, man.
Yeah.
Bounty, the guns, the explosions, the plane coming out of nowhere, bro. I'm telling you, that man had some tricks in his bag.
Yeah.
I want to see more from him, man. I really
Can't
do.
wait, man. I can't wait with his character, man.
But is there anything else you want to mention? Because I think I exhausted most of the points I want to talk about.
One last thing. How big is that page of that book? Because they write a lot of shit. They write
Them
a story.
Them motherfuckers writing font 4, font 0.5, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You ever like wrote in a notebook or whatever, and then you like write 2 lines within a notebook when you start to run out of space? Like, let's say you do like 3/4 of it, and you like, oh shit, it's not enough space. So you like start cramming words. Bro, I'm telling you, that's what they doing. Bro, this book
Gotta be.
That man said, I'm Tagashi with the pen. I'm using all the space on that mug, front and back.
Yeah.
Margins, footnotes, the little 3-prong space, all that, nigga. Nigga's nasty, man.
That is crazy, man.
And this was good to cover. Season 5 got announced. I think what time they said it was gonna happen? Like next season, I believe.
Oh, really?
You didn't see the announcement?
Oh no, I see announcement for season 5, but I know when the announcement for like when it's going to air.
Let me see if I can find it now. Bungou Stray Dogs. I think it's next season. I'm not sure. Which that just means that this was supposed to be 24 episodes, but they split the core into another season, because that's what they did with Spy Family.
right there. Yeah, there.
What'd you say?
Oh no, I was just saying like
Oh, July.
ooh,
Yeah,
wait, can't
close.
wait.
So we only got about like 3 months to wait, or 4 months to wait, I guess. Yeah, 4 months. So yeah, a season. So next season, we'll have Bungo Stray Dogs again, and if you up for it again, I will be down to cover it. Cause, I mean, I'm gonna watch it regardless. But yeah, this season has been heat. My favorite season of Bungo Stray Dogs. The trend keeps going with it getting better and better. From season 1 to season 2 to season 2 to 3, and now season 3 to here.
And look at that poster. Oh yeah, we're gonna be yeah, it's gonna be it.
Oh yeah, they got a Kutagawa in it now.
Speaking of that, where was that nigga, man? Where was that nigga?
Man? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I felt like damn, what's that nigga name from The Wire?
Who?
Oh, the one who's like, where's Wallace? What the fuck is Wallace?
Oh, D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, yeah.
What the fuck is a Kutagawa? Huh? String. Mori. Where's a Kutagawa?
Yeah, man.
Man,
No offense to Jin and Tachibana, but you guys with these little niggas with powers, man.
bro, where's Kyoka's mama with a trap phone, bro? I haven't seen her at all. I swear to God, I haven't seen her ass at all, bro.
Yeah. You told me Kyoka's like basically guardian, ain't gonna save her, ain't gonna interact with her at all.
I don't know. We see more of Akutagawa's sister than him. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Great season. Great season. If I had to grade this from out of 10, I'd give this a 9. And it's been getting better and better every season. Season. So hopefully season 5. Shit. Could you get a 10 out of 10? I mean, you could. If the trend keeps going the way it does, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with this season. It was one of the standouts. This was actually a strong season of anime. You had Attack on Titan that came out. Trigun Stampede.
Trigun Stampede was so good.
Yeah,
that was so good.
Yeah, that would have. It wouldn't have mattered if we talked about this or Trigun Stampede. I would have had fun with either of them, honestly.
Yeah.
Bro, is my anime list trolling me? Why is there like paw prints all over my screen? I guess they doing this for April Fools. Fuck y'all. It's not funny, bro. Why they did this, bro? I'm up here looking. Yeah, I thought it was like a Bungo Stray Dogs related because I was on that page, but then I just keep seeing these paw prints all over my screen. I'm getting mad. I'm like, yo, do I got a virus? Oh, no, it's probably
you, man.
Yeah, it's probably just my anime list. Oh yeah, because they called itself it's okay. I see it now. It's my kitty list now. Okay. Y'all not funny. Fuck y'all.
You know they should do. They should change Full Alchemist rating like down to a whole point.
Oh boys, niggas finna get heated. Yo, they got cats for like. Okay, now I gotta show you this off screen. They got cats for like everything. Like every series, there's like a cat in it now.
Oh, okay. I seen it in the Bungou Stray Dogs one. I seen it was like two cats in the middle of it. I thought it was just a part of the poster. Like, what the cats gonna represent?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm up here. I'm like, what is the symbolism with the black cats? Are they? Does this mean bad luck for our? I'm like, yo, nah, they got me. Okay, y'all got me. I dead ass thought the cats was a part of the poster too.
Yeah.
But man, like I said, stood out amongst a lot of great anime that happened this season. Attack on Titan, Trigun Stampede. I don't think Buddy Dad is as strong as this, but it was still good for the most part. I'm not too high on it, but Tomo-chan was decent. Really strong contender, bro. I wouldn't be mad at anybody who has this as their anime of this season. I'll probably still give it to Attack on Titan because that's my where my loyalty lies. But great season, man. Great. Hopefully we'll be back here 3 months from now, talk about it again. But yeah, that is the Ox and Rat podcast. Bungou Stray Dogs season 4. Job is finished. Appreciate anybody who was in the comment section for any videos, present, past, who are in the live chat. Much love. Satsuki.